In this video, I will teach you the easiest way to make chin chin at home for business or for personal consumption. Welcome to Everyday with Esther. Note before, the recipes, the measurement and procedure are listed below in the description. First of all, sieve your flour. The reason for sieving your flour is to remove dirt, sand from your chin chin. Then after that, add your powders. Alright, so first of all, what I added here is the milk flavor. The milk flavor gives the chin chin a very good flavor that someone from afar will perceive it and would want to buy. Alright, it is catchy. It makes the chin chin to have a good flavor. So the next thing I added here is my baking powder. Remember I said the measurements are listed below. So after adding my baking powder, the next thing I added is my powdered milk. If you don't have powdered milk, you can make do with liquid milk. Alright, so but right in this video I am making use of powdered milk, so that is why I added it now. If you're making use of liquid milk, you have to add it when you will be adding the liquids, the water and so forth, and egg and so forth. So after the powdered milk, I added my sugar. You can see in the video I added my sugar, and I stirred, turn all the mixture. Use your hand, very washed hand, to turn the whole mixture. After that, I added my measured nutmeg and I continue to turn. You have to turn, like you have to mix it properly so that the whole ingredients will rhyme before proceeding to add the liquids. Okay, so I decided to add more milk flavor. You can make do with the with what you have. All right, but here I want a very rich chin chin, so I decided to add more milk flavor, and I added more sugar according to my measurements because of the kids. Okay, if you are an adult, like it if the chin chin is not meant for children, you can use honey for your chin chin. But here I added my sugar and I continue to stir. I continue to mix it properly in order to have a uniform mixture. So after that, I added my measured butter. Then after adding my measured butter, I turned everything properly with my hand. You can see that I'm using my hand. I'm not using any other tool here apart from my hand. So I turned everything so that the butter will rhyme up with the other ingredients that I already mixed. I continued to turn the butter on. You have to continue turning until the butter melted into the mixture of your chin chin. Into the mixture, continue to turn. Then after that, I added my egg. If you watch closely, you will notice that I already broke my egg into a plate. I broke my egg into a plate for me to make sure that the egg is not spoiled. If you break it directly into your mixture and it's a bad egg, it will spoil the whole thing that you've done so far. So break your egg separately. When you must have ascertained that the egg is good, you can now pour it into your mixture. Then add water bit by bit so that it will not be too soft and it will not be too strong. And continue to turn. As you are turning, you will see whether you need to add more water or whether you make do with the one you've added already. Okay, then after that, you take your whole mixture into your baking table, cleaned baking table. Then you have to sprinkle some flour on the table. All right, sprinkle some flour on the table. Reason for doing that is for it not to be gumming to the table. It will help you to have easy work. Okay, so continue to mix your dough, continue to mix it, continue to turn it, mix it properly. All right, this is where the main work is. If it's not properly mixed, after frying your chin chin or baking your chin chin, you will notice that the taste, it's not rhyming up. So after that, cut out according to the size that you can work on and flatten it. Okay, you can flatten it with your roller. All right, so I did not add the video here. Then after flattening it, use your cutter. If you don't have a cutter, you can make use of your kitchen knife. Use your cutter to give it the shape that you want it to have. All right, cut it out according to your preference. So you can see the way I am doing mine. It must not be perfect. The major thing is for you to have a crunchy and sweet chin chin. All right, and that is the procedure that I've given you. So after cutting it out to your preference, you still go, if you want it to be the long ones, you leave it that way. But if you want it in a short form, in a smaller form, you still go ahead to cut, to make more cuttings. Okay, to cut more. Then when you are done cutting, the next thing is for you to proceed to fry. I have to add more video of where I am doing the cutting, more of the cutting for more clarification. Now for you to get a very good shape after cutting it, you have to cut, first of all, cut out the rough edges. After flattening, cut out the rough edges for you to get a very good shape. Then you proceed to cutting to the size you want. Now if you want those long chin chin, you cut straight and leave it that way. But if you want those shorter ones, those smaller ones, after cutting straight, continue to cut to your desired um size and shape. All right, so after the whole cutting, the next thing you have to do is to preheat your oil. Preheat your oil. Put enough oil. Chin chin requires oil. Or if you're baking, you go ahead with your baking oven. If you are frying, preheat your oil and pour in your chin chin. You watch it. You even see when it. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you.